Good morning, teachers and friends and respected judges. It is my pleasure to present you my story. You see, my grandmother used to tell me a lot of stories back then. She used to tell me stories about when she was younger and much littler. My grandmother used to live in a kampong community long time ago. She used to live with her brothers and sisters, and they used to live happily in a family well together. But then, war came. My grandmother's family was not happy ever again. The Japanese came and invaded Singapore, and life was not good. They had hardly any clothes to eat, any water to drink. Oh, sometimes they hardly had even any clothes to wear. My grandmother and the siblings would go to their field every single day looking for tapioca to eat. You see, food was very little, and anything that could find could be eaten. People would even eat grass, a tapioca skin, as they were desperate to survive. My grandmother used to tell me that she used to bend her head down. She couldn't look at the Japanese. If she looked at them, they would have killed her. There was hardly any education then. What I take now is that all of us, we take education for granted now. What my grandmother always tell me is to never take education for granted. Never to take anything for granted. As who knows, Singapore might be attacked again. I might end off with this. I will end off with this. Never take anything for granted. Thank you.
Object. He chose object.
She has chosen the good morning towel.
The towel has many stories.
Aiyo, so tiring Every day I have to wake up, Every day at 5 a.m. I come to my store. I serve char kway teow to everybody. But nobody appreciates it. Every day, one uncle will come, ask me for char kway teow. That's normal. But then, all the other customers, they just throw their food around. They throw their litter, throw their plates around. And then, who have to clean up? I have to clean up every single day. So tiring. But luckily, I have a cloth. I have a towel to help me wipe my sweat off. Then, every day, once I go home, I have to stay home with my wife and kids. They want another problem. They will shout, scream. I have to take all this headache. And plus, I have to go back to work in the morning again at 5 a.m. You see, I have been working as a hawker center. I've been working in the hawker center for many years of my life now. Same routine. Every day at 5 a.m., wake up, go to work, come back, and another problem. So, then, one day, as I was at home watching TV, the phone rang. Ring, 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 ring. I picked up the phone. And to my surprise, it was a job offer. A job offer, and I was working in a hawker center. Anything would be better than working in a hawker center, I said to myself. As I listened, they said, they'll give me another job, but it will be another job that pay you higher, but is working in another hawker center lah. So, I accepted the offer. But that hawker center was way different. Everything was cleaner. I realized that the government had given me a better job, as I had wrote him a letter one day, telling him of all the troubles I had in life. My little red dot is the home where I live. Thank you.
You are supposed to have a creative story based on something that you see and observe, and you will see a character. Okay, and that's not me. Alright? So are you ready? Okay, character. Just watch. Ready?
Long time ago, in a faraway land lived Sir Stanford Raffles. You see, Sir Stanford Raffles was a very little boy at that time. He grew up with fun and laughter. He had everything he wanted in the world. He had his family. He went to school. He had toys. He had everything. He wanted to be a traveler when he grew up. But he knew he couldn't pursue his dream as his family was not that rich and they couldn't afford it. Sir Stanford Raffles grew up to be a young man. He hired a boat just, to go around the lake, to go find something. So Sir Stanford Raffles went fishing one day in his boat. So he threw his net and started fishing. Then suddenly a tug. He pulled. The fish was a red and white fish. He had never seen it in his life. He found it on this mysterious island he had never been to. The fish had engravings on it that looked like stars and a crescent moon. Sir Stanford Raffles was what should I call this fish? Well, as modern Sir Stanford Raffles, he looked it online. It said it was a marula fish. Okay, so it was awkward that he found it on an island that nobody knew about. This is how the Singapore came about. Thank you.